Hey, how are you? How you doing?
What's the matter, daughter?
My husband left me with these two kids.
Well, I know someone that'll never leave you alone.
When friends and loved ones all leave you alone. When friends and loved ones all walk out the door. I know someone who cares, and he'll be right there. No, never. Thank you, Jesus. He won't never leave you, never leave you alone. Oh, his name is Jesus. He's the bright and morning star. Oh, whenever you need him, all you gotta do is call. He's never too busy to hear your faintest cry. Oh, never, he'll never leave you. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, his name is Jesus. He's the bright and morning star. Whenever you need him, all you got to do is call. Oh yeah. He's never too busy. Y'all to hear your faintest cry. Oh, he never. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, his name. Oh, yes. His name is Jesus. I remember when I was in my lowest point in life. Oh, Lord. The Lord reached way down and pulled me through. I can remember when I was on my bed of affliction. The Lord touched my body early one Sunday morning, and he brought me out all right, yeah. I believe I have a witness. Maurice, why don't you come and take your time and help me sing this song right here? I want you to know there's power in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. There is love in that name of Jesus. In the name. There is healing in that name. Oh, yes. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Let me call on that name of Jesus. Supreme angel, y'all don't mind. Take it up for me, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Let me call on the name, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, Jesus. He'll never leave you
All right, guys. Good morning. What's going on? This your guy, your favorite guy, Todd Mickens here. The Todd Mickens Let's Talk About It podcast. We here. We appreciate you, those who are already tuned in. Appreciate those who are already tagged in. We appreciate you, Craig Stooks. See, he's one of the first people to add a comment in this morning. He always has our inspirational word of the day. Thank you, Brother Stooks. And before we even start, we have to. I think Monique is also in the chat as well. Listen, guys, we're going to have a short one today. We're just going to. I've been posting a lot of videos, but let's talk about it. And I'm going to go back and start tackling some of those topics that we've been hitting for the past few weeks. And I know last month we was on top of last month was dedicated solely to the solely to men. All things was leading towards the men, all men's issues. We're going to talk about men's health, men's mental health. We're also going to talk about as far as because there are men as well as women. Don't want to negate from the women as well, but men and women. Michelle Tucker, what's going on? Good morning. That have dealt or deal with domestic violence, whether it's verbal, physical, or mentally. We'll let you know that men also go through the same thing as well. But nevertheless, guys, we thank you all for being on here. Again, I'm your host, Todd Mickens, your favorite guy. And we're going to just rumble through a couple of topics this morning. But I do want to make sure that we get, it's already 7:23. I think at 7:25, we're going to kick off the video of the Mickens. I'm going to go through a couple of commercials. I want to give y'all the insight. I don't know if I showed y'all the video of it's a 3-minute video. I would love to share that with you. Just recapping off my sneaker ball. And then, like I said, we're going to go ahead and jump in and get some other things going and enjoy today's sun. And you know what? This heat is different, man. This heat is different nowadays. This heat make you make choices that you normally wouldn't make. Like, are you going to walk to the car or run to the car when you're ready to go somewhere? Normally you come outside and you just gradually take your time and walk to the car. But it's so hot outside and so muggy now, man. I think we all, as a matter of fact, it'll make you go crank your car up. Some of us got that automatic start. It'll make you crank up and go back in the house and wait for a while. Yeah, this heat changes thing. I also want to talk about, I know I did a TikTok video where I was talking about going to the grocery store nowadays would make you make, it was a video that was done, of course, in the likeness of comedy, but there's a seriousness side of it as well. Talking about people having to feel like they have to make life choices in the grocery store nowadays. I don't know if you all noticed that, but people are going to the grocery store and they are really, you used to see these buggies filled up with lots of food. I mean, just food, people, but now people are actually making like day-to-day choices of, what I'm gonna eat today. Can I make this stretch today, tomorrow, and the next day? But nevertheless, guys, listen, I need y'all in the chat. I need y'all to go ahead and share this as much as you can. We're going to jump in it. I got it highlighted. Go ahead and tag a couple more people. Go ahead and share to a couple more groups. And we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun today. We are going to have fun today. All right. Go ahead and share this. All right, let's jump straight in. We are now at 9:25. Let's go into our video, the video that we will play and continue to play forever and ever and ever. My favorite guy. I know I am y'all's favorite guy, but my favorite guy, and also the favorite group of Craig Stoops. We're going to go ahead and bring it in, Brother Craig. I hope you all enjoyed, and then immediately after that, we will jump into the show. All right.
Together. Help us sing a little bit.
good song. Look at here. Woo! Time is winding up now. Start again, y'all. Keep on. Start one more time. Time is. Start again, boy. Time is. Are you ready to get your house in order? Y'all better get your house in order. You better get your house in order. You better get your house in order. You know why the time is winding up. Start again, y'all. Time is every day, every day. Time is every day of my life. Time is just a mothers. Tell your daughters. Tell your daughters. Fathers. Tell your sons. Preachers. Preachers. Tell your members. Tell your members. Don't let them catch you with your work undone. You know why? Time. Every day, y'all. Time is every day of my life. Time. Do you see the signs in the fig tree, y'all? I know time is winding. Time is getting closer, closer, closer. Every day, y'all. Time is. You better get your house in order. Y'all better be ready. Will you be ready? Will you be ready? Let me tell you, Jesus, He's coming back for a church without a spot or wrinkle. Will you, when He calls your name, one day, all that Jesus gonna crack the sky. He's coming back for you. Let me ask you, Jamie, James, Justin, Cole, Mitch, Jeffrey, will y'all be ready when Jesus come back for His children?
Hey guys, my name is Jeff. I'm the head. Hey guys, my name is Jeff. I'm the head trainer for E2 Fitness. We're looking forward to starting our next 8-week challenge. We try to give our clients everything we can figure out how to give them. E2 Fitness is trying to be your one-stop shop for everything you need in fitness. Check out what we offer, and we hope to see you soon.
All right. We are back, and we're gonna jump straight into our inspirational quote. Or we either get a quote, a scripture, or some type of inspirational word from my good friend, Brother Craig Stoops, and it reads as such. And I'm going to put it up. I'm going to highlight it so you all can read this with me. It says as such: failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. Now, I don't know if this OG Mendino or Og Mendino, but this is an awesome quote. A lot of times we are overtaken by our own lack of trust in ourselves. We are overtaken by our own lack of pretty much determination to get the job done. Sometimes, guys, we accept failure before the trials and the tribulation even come. We already have accepted failure. But failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. You have to be determined in whatever you decide to do. You must be determined. You must be ready. Shane Amerson, thanks for tuning in. You must be determined to get to your destination. I tell any and everybody, I always say this: the first step for everybody, I don't care what walk of life you're doing, what task you are tasked with, what situation you plan on doing. The first step, there is no one. And I know some people say, well, some people had this opportunity that I didn't have, whatever. The first step in any situation that you have is that you must first take the step. Even if something is given to someone else and not given to you, if there's an opportunity and someone gives this person an opportunity, but you have to work harder for your opportunity, the first step in both you guys' journey, in both our journey, is to take the step towards the opportunity, whether it is given to you or whether you have to work harder to earn it. Because even if someone gives somebody an opportunity, they must take the step to receive what they are given. All right. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. So I say this to everybody: get your determination up. Let's get strong. Okay, let's reach that goal. Of course, a lot of my analogies will always deal close with fitness because I am in the fitness industry. Listen, I don't care if the person beside you can do 25 jumping jacks and you can only do 5. You do what you can. You be determined to do what you can. You be determined to succeed. You be determined to go to the next level. But don't let your determination be determined by somebody else's success, because you don't know the exact road or the exact path that they are taking. We have to stop doing it. We have to stop analyzing and this is a big one. This is a big one. We must stop analyzing our success, our family successes, our relationships, our whatever, off of other people's successes. Let me tell y'all something, what you don't know. You know, a lot of times we look at what other people have and we don't even understand what they went through. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go back. When talking about opportunities, you know, there are a lot of people who have the houses, they have the cars, they have the money, they have this, they have that, and we look at only what they have and don't realize what it took for them to get. A lot of people get things that are inherited to them. I'm not saying that it's not work, but a lot of people get things that are inherited to them, is given to them, and they don't have to, or they didn't have to work the same way you did to get yours. And a lot of times people put on a front about what's going on. A lot of people, you know, may look to have the nicer things, and they are actually miserable and actually struggling. Very much so. Miserable and struggling. But all you see is what they have. You see the new car, so you want a new car. You see the new house, so you want a new house. You know, and I'm not throwing any stones, and I hope nobody takes this wrong, but you see the home that you figure they are buying and later on you find out, you know, they are either leasing and rent. And I'm not, listen, depending on your situation, how your bank roll, or how you do things operate different in everyone's situation. You know, you wonder why people, oh man, they seem to get a car. They could be leasing the car. And if you know anything about leasing cars, you know, you don't keep that car but a certain amount of time, certain amount of mileage. Leasing works better for some people, but you see, oh, he or she got a new car, I got to have a new car. First of all, I had to learn, and I had to tell people, it'd be good for you to just appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate the home that you already have. Appreciate the car that you already, take the car to the car wash. What you need a new car for? You can't even wash the car that you have. What you need a new house for? You can't take care of the house that you have. What you need a new position in another company, and you ain't putting but forth a half an effort at the job you at right now. Frank, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Roosevelt McCray Jr., thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we have to really, really think about things that you see others have. Like you say, even if it's relationships, you'd be surprised at the people that's in the public and their relationships look so very much good. The family, relationship, husband, wife, boyfriend, and girlfriend, fiance, whatever. And you'd be surprised when the home is upside down. But once they walk out the door, they know how to put on the show. Because you know, this is what gets me a lot of times. A lot of people care more about people's opinion or what they think of them compared to what the reality is. When they walk out the door, that's why you have so much knock off this and knock off that as far as clothing, jewelry. People would rather put on the front that they have a real Gucci bag, or they have a real Fendi bag, or they have a real, I'm gonna call it, y'all can tell I ain't really into fashion. I'm about to start calling out some old stuff, some Tommy Hilfiger, the Carcanai, that's way, y'all throw some names out there of some high quality stuff. Let me see, Gucci, Versace, I don't know. That's why people are able to sell you the knockoff brand, because they know that you are more worried about what somebody thinks you have. You know, that's kind of interesting. Maybe we need to stay on that topic. Is it Frank? First of all, let me come back here. Let me get these happy Sunday, my brother. Of course, Craig is always with the Mickey's music. Cynthia says, good morning, Todd Mickens. Good morning, Auntie. Aunt comes and said, all material things are futile if you don't know who God is. Very much so true. But this is something that why do we, and listen, this is not throwing a knockoff on anybody, because I've never been a materialistic type of guy. I don't really, I can shop anywhere and find something to wear. I don't have to have the name. I can't remember the last time I went in the store looking for a particular name brand pair of pants. I look for a pair of pants that I think I look good in. I don't have to worry about, I know ladies do this with their purses and the jewelry. Some men do it with their clothing. Isn't it something where, are you living a false sense of security where you choose to buy something that imitates the other product, something that looks that? Now think about it. You are buying. I know we're going off topic of what we said our show would be, but you have made a conscious decision to buy something that looks like something, which lets me know that you are more worried about what people see. Valveda Thomas, what's going on? You are looking at you want people to think that you have something that you don't. So you literally, now y'all can give me your opinions on this, because I need this. This is what the show is about. Todd Mickens, let's talk about the podcast. You purposely living a lie if you purposely buying a knockoff, and the person that's selling it, this is something. It's always ways of making money. I say that all the time. I ride down the road sometime, and I don't care. Listen, I don't care if it's 1,000 coffee shops on the side of the road. Somebody may say, well, why they keep building all these coffee shops? Why they keep building these 5-minute oil change? It's always, people ain't putting these buildings up just because they want to put them up. Listen, first of all, society has got lazy. So as people get lazier, then they just make it convenient for you to pass on by and pick up what you need and keep going. A lot of people don't have time to brew their coffee like they used to back in the day. We got instant coffee makers now. We got drive-through coffee. Have we already settled for second best? Listen, if you can't afford the real thing, what is it about getting the imitation thing that looks like the real thing? Are you a artificial? Let me see what Auntie say here. Let me see what Auntie say. Auntie says, I am not buying $1,000 bag if I can't put over 1,000. Exactly. Yeah, I like that. I'm not buying $1,000 bag if I can't put over $1,000 in it. And you know what's the other thing? Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. The other thing is a lot of these bags, wallets, especially for ladies. Now, ladies, I'm not on y'all head this morning, but I don't see the use of having 15, 25 bags or purses, whether they're real or fake, when you got to have that particular bag. It's not even I'm gonna call it a universal bag. It can't go with nothing but maybe 2 or 3 outfits. But you're Shelly Dukes, what's going on? You will break your neck to spend $500, $600, $700 on a purse or a bag that you probably would take out the house 1 or 2 times just to have a. Now listen, if your money ain't funny and your change ain't strange and you can do that, that's fine and dandy. But me myself, I've just never been the type of person who was, I got to have this particular brand. Now I do understand that there are levels of quality when you get into name brand things. There are a level of quality that you enjoy. But what I'm saying is, why buy fake if you can't afford the real product? Then you buying a fake Fendi, Louis, Gucci, whatever bag, jewelry, earrings. What does it do? Are you putting on for the people? Fabian, what's going on? Shelly, let me know, Shelly Dukes. Is it what is it about when you, because listen, and with all the females on here, Cheryl, good morning again. With all the females on here, I know either you the female or you know somebody who have a plethora of stuff that's artificial or fake or imitates the name brand stuff. You tell me, what is it about the imitation, the fakeness of having something real? Oh, we talking today, and this men and women. I remember a time when I had my group and we was buying uniforms and we was all of us were trying to find shoes alike and whatever. And they was like, I think the guy name was old Eagle Eyes. But Eagle Eyes got those fake Air Force Ones. You can't tell them. And I didn't really, I was like, the fake Air, why we want to wear fake Air Force Ones? I don't even know if that guy still does it, but whatever shoe that you wanted, he had the exact replica of the shoe. So what is it about you buying something that you can't afford, or you buying an imitation of the brand? What is it? And I need y'all to talk back to me. Y'all don't be shy. Don't be shy this morning. So you're gonna tell me out of all y'all in the chat, y'all don't know nobody. Listen, I want to go back to Auntie here. She says, I'm not buying $1,000 bag if I can't put over $1,000 in it. Bernard McLemore, what's going on? Talk to me. What is it about buying something fake? Okay, let me put it like this. What does that say about what is that to say about you Because see, I want you to see the reality of it. I understand looking good, we all should look good. But what does it say about you if you have to continue to buy something fake? Are you buying it to impress people? I see what you said, Auntie. Sometimes it's because we like the look. We like the look of the brand. Good morning, Helen. Happy Sunday, blessing to you. There's a saying. There's a saying, and I don't know whether they directed directly to black folks or just folks who try to impersonate the rich. They say the poor will spend money to look rich, and the rich will barely spend money to look. They dress regular. Poor people, the lower class people, will spend their last to buy the $100 shirts and the $300 pair of pants. When the rich, they'll just go and get the regular old stuff. They don't, not saying that they don't have expensive things. I'm pretty sure they do, but they ain't worried about trying to look rich or look like they fit into a certain mold. So again, my brothers and sisters, each and every one of you on here, what does it say about you, the individual, the person, if you choose? Now listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with name brand stuff, but if you choose to buy an imitation, and 9 times out of 10, the quality is not even there. You paying for the imitation of the brand. Is it to look good? Is it because you want people to say, oh man, look at she got the Gucci belt, she got the Gucci watch, she got the Listen, these jokers that set up and sell this stuff, they know they're making a killing off of people who want to imitate or impress people. Let's go and see what Cheryl says. I think I have about 30 to 40 personal bags. I don't buy for names. I'm not caught up in the brands. I buy for colors and styles. However, I do have name brands that were given as gifts. Okay, that's yeah. And listen, we just talked about those numbers. There are, I guarantee, matter of fact, I'm going to do it today. I don't have like new stuff, but I just got clothes that I don't have. You know, that scripture said he will pour you out blessings where you won't have room enough to receive. You ever wonder why you don't get stuff? Because I don't have room to. I have a lot of old stuff that I've been wearing a long time. I just think, oh man, I can get another wearing out of this, you know. But then when the new stuff, you ever went to your closet and say, well, I need something, you know, I gotta wear this next week, or I got a special event next week, and I need me a nice outfit or something, and you look in the closet and you already see, well, you know what, that's a nice outfit. Or even if you go buy some new, you trying to cram or pack it in your closet space. You have to get rid of some of the old. You have to make room for the new. Let me just put it like this. You have to make room for new things to come. That's very true. I worked retail for a while. And so, yeah, I can listen. I can tell you, I see it. I see people and listen, some of y'all women, y'all might take this the wrong way. But some of y'all women would rather spend money to look like you have real hair instead of taking care of the hair or the time to put the time and the work into the hair that you have. I know ladies, everybody probably know ladies, women that have hair, long hair, but still will buy a wig or whatever they call lace fronts or whatever to cover up what they already have. Now, somebody told me this. I didn't believe it. I don't get it. They said it's easier to cover up even when they have good hair, long hair, whatever. It's easy for them to maintain, or it's a maintenance. I say, man, that's, to me, I don't see the. I mean, hey, if you buy it, I respect it. But what is it about the front of I have, but and something that I realized today's time is people already know ahead of time. Everything is so fake nowadays that people don't even question the long hair, the curly hair, the thick hair. They know your whole beard. Your beard ain't that black, brother. You know what I mean? Your hair ain't that black, brother. You 97 years old and your whole hairline and everything black. Now me, I do get a black tape line up front. That's because I have a funny tape line, but I don't put no coloring in my hair. With having my hair rolls, that's just how it rolls. Now I have got color put in my dreadlocks just to add a different look. But as far as covering up gray and all that, nah. But crazy is what many people place value. Yeah, is what. So I think people place more value on the opinion of others. Because I'm like this: if and when, no matter how many times I don't do, if I buy a new car or a new house, and let's just say cars, if I buy a new car, wherever I go in that car, I'm not looking for you to compliment me in my car. I'm not trying to bring up a conversation about my car. I brought my car for me and mine. I didn't buy the car for you to compliment me on the car. I'm like Geno Jennings this morning. Am I right? I don't care. I don't go to a parking lot and say, ooh-wee. When I drive this off the lot, they gonna say this. When I bought my my first Ram, I was so used to buying cars, I would save up and buy a car cash because I didn't want any payments, right? When I bought my first Ram, my wife would say, well, you don't never buy nothing for yourself like that. Go ahead and get your, car. So I saw something that I liked. And when I bought it, when I drove it off the lot, it was, oh man, this is something I like. I'm gonna enjoy it. It wasn't something, oh man, I can't wait to go to the homeboys, or I can't wait to let such and such see. Even when that truck got totaled, and good thing I had the gap insurance. I always get gap insurance on your vehicles, because when my truck got totaled, they paid that one off, and I was able to get another one. I think it took me like 3 weeks before I found another one. But this is what I'm leading up to. When I picked my second truck, I was on the phone with my wife, and I was coming from work, either going to work, and I saw the truck. I said, "Ooh, Lord!" And I pulled into it. Listen, I don't even like Ford cars like this. I would drive a Ford, but I'm not in line to say I want to buy a Ford. Ford just have different. I can work on other cars better than I can work on Ford. I'm not a great mechanic, but long as I can get a wrench to it, I can figure it out. But when I picked that car or that truck, I didn't have nothing else in mind. But man, I love this truck. This truck is. And they tried to get me to get another truck that was about $7,000 less because they wanted me to pay in a certain range. And I was like, nah, player. This is what I'm paying. This is what I got. Boom, boom, boom. But I didn't even think. Now, of course, when you with your family members or you go around your family's house, we all gonna have it. Oh man, I see you pulling up in a nice, vehicle. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but when I saw that truck, I didn't think, man, when they see me riding around in this, and you struggling with the payment, headed to the checking the cash people every week. Helen said, me too, Todd. Cheryl said, I definitely clean out my closet with shoes, clothing, and purses too. Yeah, I'm going to do a major cleanup today. And I done this about 6 or 7 months ago. And I realized matter of fact, true story, I have a tie. My daddy group been together now 20-something years. I have a tie and a shirt from being on the group over 20 years ago in the closet. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the sentimental value of that. But the shirt is hot as all outdoors. I can't even wear it. I mean, it's a gold shirt. I can go get it right now. When my daddy saw the tie last night, he said, man, I started to wear my tie. I still got that tie. Huh? I had some suits from like 5 or 6, 7, 10, 15 years ago. Nice and clean and everything. I just, hey, daddy, if you know anybody needs some suits, they 42 regular, you know, just give it to them. Because I stopped taking stuff to the Goodwill. Some stuff I take to the Goodwill of the Salvation Army, but a lot of times, especially those suits, they get those suits and stuff and they piece them up. You know, they, instead of selling the whole suit for $25, they'll separate the jacket, the vest, the pants, you know, the jacket might be over here, the pants. So somebody may come in and see those pants and get it. So to me, it's just defeat the purpose of giving suits to the Goodwill. Because if they keep the suits together, it's one thing, but they don't. They separate it. Connie, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming in. Mike Hampton, good morning, good morning, good morning. Cynthia says, no, don't mess with the hair. See, I knew it. And listen, and it's nothing, but this is, I'm serious because I have, my daughter has long, thick, healthy hair, and she does. I don't get it. I'm like, you know, whatever it is, I just don't get it. I know everybody knows somebody who has long hair, good hair, and you wonder, child, why you putting that stuff in your hair? Or why you covering your hair? I guess the days of just grabbing your hair and putting it in a ponytail has just gone away. You know, but then it got to the point now where women don't care. Matter of fact, and I hate to say this, but men going to these barbershop, bald headed, coming out with a head full of wavy hair, glued down to their scalp. Now there are different reasons. I don't want to, you know. Lisa, good morning. Good morning. Connie says, that's right. The brand doesn't define who you are. Lisa, appreciate you. The brand, listen, let's say that again. The brand doesn't define who you are. You know what I learned, especially in entertainment? You know what I learned, guys? You know, what you see on stage is a finished product by the time it gets to the DVD. A lot of these clothes that artists be wearing, first of all, it don't even belong to them. Whether you talking about BET Award, Oscars, a whole lot of stuff, or let's just break it down to even I don't want to say the lower tier, but whatever award shows that you see on TV or you may go to. I don't know what you think they got on, but it's a lot of Shein. And what's that other one? Shein and what's the other place? Temu. It's a lot of Shein and Temu outfits on the stage that you don't know nothing about. And you swearing down people done spend $10, $1,000. They done ordered from Shein. I remember back in the day, a lot of groups spent crazy money on buying suits, going to the suit store. They Stacey Adams down all the way down to the T. They spending $200, $300, $400 on suit, shoes, and shirts. That was just the thing to do. Until they found out that a lot of these groups was ordering these suits online for $35.95. Why? Because they was going on stage just to sweat the suit out. I guarantee you some of your favorite groups suits come from Temu. Or what's the other one? I think it's one called Adula. Where 3-piece suits ain't up at $65. When you get the suit, you probably got to take it and get it hemmed. That's it. But they on stage and they look good because they take it to the cleaners. They get it pressed out. It's amazing. It's amazing how we get caught up in the look. If you are an entertainer or in the entertainment business by any chance necessary, by anything, if you are a singer, musician, you know there are a lot of outfits that people would think, what it look like. 9 times out of 10, especially for the ladies with the dresses, 9 times out of 10, some of y'all probably have to throw those things away because after you done sweat them out, but you would rather spend $25 or $30 on on that dress, or either $15 to $20 on that dress, than to go to that spend that $150 on that dress. Because see, that good quality stuff, it hold that sweat. Just like them suits. Oh man, them suits. Man, you be able to get you a high price suit and go out there and singing and shouting and dancing all over the stage if you want to. But we get so caught up in the in looking like something. So in vendors be at program and the first thing that they throw out is, I had that Louis lookalike. What I wanted, I don't like, not now, mind you. Now we want to talk about this. Let's have reality check. When you're in a different tax bracket of finances, then your finance allows you to do certain things, But even the rich and our culture as a whole, this hip hop era, hip hop culture, I've seen videos where hip hop artists or black rappers or actresses or whatever had went to a Gucci store, a Versace store, and they were what's that word they use when you automatically think that somebody about to steal? And the guy would get mad. Oh, you think I'm about to steal, or you think I ain't got the money? And this is dumb to me. This is dumb. So I hope ain't nobody on here ever done this, because I think it's dumb. If you go into a place of business and the people disrespect you by not even thinking you have the money to be in there, or they don't even pay you no mind, you've been waiting around and hoping somebody come talk to you for 30 and 40 minutes, and the reason why they haven't come up to you is because they don't respect you or think you had the money, or they think you, what's this? I'm not going to say black person. Well, yeah, I'm going to say, what's this black person doing in this store? But now you're going to prove a point, right? I've seen these black entertainers get disrespected in these stores, and the sales clerk or whoever don't want to serve them, and then they find out they got money. If I'm gonna buy 30,000 worth of stuff in here, I got them. Who are you? You ain't doing nothing but doing that. Stores of service. You ain't listen. You can go, and this is the thing that we need to start doing. You can go find you a local. They don't even have to be a local, but a person, a black clothing maker, or either someone in your hometown that make clothes and put them. But no. A lot of times these guys, and I don't understand it, they buy these shirts, they buy these hats, they buy these belts, and they'll tell you, well, yeah, I only wear this one time. I only wore that one time. You'll never see me wearing this twice. A lot of that stuff be a lie. Yeah. A lot of that stuff be a lie. Alberta Robinson, what's going on? Good morning. Always a pleasure to have you in the building, in this chat. We've been on here, guys, for 51 minutes. We're going to go a little bit longer. Don't want to go too long today. But yeah, the materialistic things that we get caught up with is just ridiculous. I'm just now it's a difference when you have it to spend and you live the lifestyle of that. But when you struggling, and I know people, well, you got to fake it till you make it. Oh, okay. On this side, you got the regular person in a $150 t-shirt, a $70 hat, $150, if not $200 pair of glasses, a $300 pair of pants, and $200 pair of shoes. Almost $1,000 outfit, one outfit. On the other side, you have the wealthy or the rich guy that got on the $7 shirt, a $2 cap, a $10 pair of glasses, a $17 pair of pants, and a $25 pair of comfortable shoes. You don't have to look rich. You can be rich. You can be wealthy. Let that be your state of mind. If you ain't got a healthy mind, this is the thing that get me. I'm not Wilbur Gaines, what's going on? Matter of fact, I'm glad Wilbur Gaines just came on here. I know he has a particular styles of guitars, equipment he uses. When he buys his guitar, he's going to buy something that is that is the proper equipment. He's not going to buy a knockoff of something that he's used to playing. And if he can't get it, he'll wait to and listen, he hasn't told me this. I just know I watch him, you know, when he purchases some of his guitars, he'll post it online and he'll play a couple chords for everybody. But I can guarantee you he ain't buying something that's a knockoff of what he really wants. If he has it, he's going to get that quality equipment. They say layaway. That's right. Listen, they only listen. People have today's society have made layaway sound like a bad thing. I know. I remember layaway. That's how most of us got our Christmases back in the day. Joker started shopping for a Christmas probably by March, if not, March, April, May, June. By the end, shoot, mom and them is in the store laying away and stuff. I believe that's why they stopped laying away, because so many people was getting stuff. Because see, they would, for those of you who don't know what layaway is, you would go to a store, pick an item, put a certain amount of money down on it, and they would put it in the back for storage. And you would come back, you know, months later and get it. So they stopped doing those unlimited layaways. Then they started saying like, okay, 90-day layaways. Then it went from 90 to 60-day layaways, 60 to 30, then 30 to 10. But now you barely have layaways on a lot of these, especially in clothing stores. Yeah. Excuse me. The one that don't look rich is balling out with money. They say let them think you work at the bakery until they find out. Yes. 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 Those are ones. Those are ones. There's a millionaire, a wealthy guy living around the area that I stay in. He had done won lottery, big money lottery. But you couldn't tell because you see him on the side of the road in regular clothes, picking up cans, you know. But like I said, everything, you know, when you're doing stuff to impress others, yeah, that's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's, as long as I look good in what I got on, you know, I can care less what anybody thinks about me. And listen, this is not a knock for those who have nice things, for those who, and like I said, women, this is not a knock to y'all about, you know, whether it's the hair, whether it's the nails or whatever, you know. What I am saying is for those who can't afford to live the lifestyle and want to mimic, you know, my thing, what is it about the artificial? Because to me, it has to be what you think others think about you when you buy fake stuff. Now, this is no knock to anybody on here who may or may not sell fake merchandise. You may sell fake merchandise, and if you can get the money off the people, if they gonna buy it, go ahead and sell it. I know some people that set up some stuff, and they, you know, they'll tell you, no, this ain't no, you know, no, it ain't real, but it look real. And see what it's done set us up for, guys. It's done set us up for fake food. We eating fake food now. You know, and I may see if I can find this. Do you know that they starting to sell genetically made laboratory meat? So that's why they're telling you now, if you buy chicken, make sure there's a piece of bone. Make sure you just don't buy just a thing of if you want ground beef, buy you a steak or something and grind it up yourself. Because they are selling laboratory chickens that are made in laboratories. Did you know that the saying plant-based, a lot of people started with the plant-based food. But there's some information that a guy saying that the plant-based food is not the plant that we are thinking about. Most of the plant-based foods are more toxic because you have more chemicals and stuff in the food to make it taste like the real food. But the plant-based, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, the plant-based is not talking about the plant that grows out of the ground, right? They're talking about the plant, the facility that is made in. Plant-based this, plant-based that. Because it's not, they're not talking about the plant that grows from the earth. They're talking about the plant that it was made in. So you don't know what the heck you eating. They just put plant on there and they didn't lie to you. It's spelled the same way. Industry plant, P-L-A-N-T, or plant from the ground, P-L-A-N-T, plant. So you wonder why you ain't getting no healthier, or you still gaining more weight, or you still sick because you eat nothing but plant-based food. Real plant-based food is food that you can pluck out of the ground or pluck off a tree and eat. That's plant-based. McDonald's and Burger King have $5 meals, so you already know, that Beyond Burger and all that stuff, Beyond Burger, it's beyond not healthy. The food is beyond not healthy, my brothers and sisters. Gotta make sure I keep a look on the time here. And I may try to find that because I know some of y'all may not believe me. Y'all give me a minute here. We're gonna look for that. I'm gonna see if I can find that particular see if I can find that particular video or comment about plant-based food. It's not food from plants, it's food from the building, from the facilities. And y'all forgive me while I'm searching. I don't want y'all to think I'm not paying y'all any attention here, but I want to find this, and if I can find it, hopefully I'll find it real quickly. Okay, here we go. It said what they mean when they say your food is plant-based. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share a screen. Let me get it up first. Just some Instagram. Okay, hold up. So what we're gonna do is hold up. Let me get out of this because I thought I would be able to play it straight out, but it look like I'm gonna have to go to Instagram first. And let's see. Well, let me do this right here first. Let me pause this. Let me go out, and I'm gonna just bring this up. See if I can make it bigger. No. All right. Let me share the screen right quick. And y'all, thanks for being so patient with me. Thanks for tuning in to the Todd Mick Let's Talk About It podcast. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about here. And let me know if you can see it. Can y'all see this? Can I get a can y'all see this right here? I thought I can make it bigger, but I can't. Can y'all see this right here? Before I move on, I want to make sure that you all can see this. Okay, Cynthia says yes. What they mean when they say your food is plant-based, all right? What they say when your food is plant-based. Now, I'm going to have to go out of this. So let me come back. I'm going to go to Instagram. So let me stop screen. Go back to the gram. And we're going to stop it right here. And let's go back to share. Let me find it. All right. Y'all be patient with me. Share screen. That's Instagram. share. Let me see if y'all can see it. Here we go, and let's see what they have to say.
Vegan is actually designed to get people off of the food web or the source of natural energy of the earth and more on processed foods. So they like, okay, so people ain't eating processed food no more. People want to go over natural, and then they talking about the meat thing. So why don't we put the veganism and the processed thing together?
Okay, so right there, what started happening was people were starting to get on the health. You know, they was like, hey, I want to be healthy. So, you know, let me get off this processed food. So they came up with a scheme, a plan to get you back on the processed food by saying that the food is plant-based. Let me let them go. Keep going.
And we're going to create something called plant-based, because we think it's called plant-based because it's from a plant, and it is, but not that plant, a processing plant.
Heavy.
And vegan is actually designed to get people off of the food web or the source of natural energy of the earth and more on processed foods. So they like, okay, so people ain't eating processed food no more. People want to go over natural, and then they talking about the meat thing. So why don't we put the veganism and the processed thing together, and we're going to create something called plant-based, because we think it's called plant-based because it's from a plant, and it is, but not that plant, a processing plant.
Heavy.
And
all right, now look at this comment. Plant-based is the opposite of processed food. Eating real whole food is not food from packages. And that's why I say real plant-based food is pretty much a plant, getting your food from the ground, from the tree, from the root. Okay? I want y'all to listen. I just want that to sink in a little bit. I just want that to sink in a little bit. On says I can see it. Yeah, your whole refrigerator full up with plant-based this and plant-based that. It ain't your whole refrigerator full up with chemicals. And don't get me that unless you grow in your own garden, I will say most of the stuff that you consume has some type of chemicals in it. 9 times out of 10. Most of the stuff has some chemicals in it. But all you can do is eat the best you can. I always say eat the best meats, cook it the best way you can. Instead of fry it, grill it, stew it, or bake it. Try to stay away from so much starch. Try to stay away from too much rice, too much potatoes. And, you know, I don't like giving people too much insight or information about what, you know, I just tell them, hey, stay away from tomatoes, a lot of potatoes and rice, a lot of fried foods, whatever foods you decide to eat. Hey, just try to cook it and prepare it in its most natural, in the best cooking way is just simple baking, grilling, or stew. Simple. And drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. All right. Now I'm going to, I don't know if you guys, I want to give y'all a recap of my event I had last week. I don't think I played this, but I want to play this if I can find it. Y'all forgive me while I'm scrolling here, but if I can find it, I want you guys to see what fun we had last week. Or week before last. Oh, no, can't find it. And this is the sneaker ball where our guest speaker was Jeff Spoon. He did a wonderful, wonderful speech for us. He's one of the main reasons why I am into my fitness journey and pursuing a career in fitness. He is one of the main reasons, and I do really appreciate him for that. But I want to find, I don't know where it's at. I don't know what the heck. You know when you ain't looking for something, it'll pop right up. Ain't that normally how it is? Yeah, it's not coming up. I don't know what I did. I must have passed by it. I thought I posted it. Did I post it? I thought for sure I posted this thing. Y'all forgive me. And listen, I understand if you have to leave because we're going to be on for another 10 minutes. But I do appreciate y'all for hanging in with me. I appreciate y'all for just being with me this morning, because you could have been anywhere else. You could have still been laying down doing nothing. But you with your guy, your favorite guy, Todd Mickens, this morning. I must have deleted the thing. I don't know. But if I can't find it this time, we're going to go ahead and move on because I don't want to hold you guys up. Yeah, and it looks like, no, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it is not coming up, so we're not gonna waste too much time on that. But listen, guys, I do appreciate y'all. I don't know where that particular piece of am I on? You know what? Let me try this. Maybe I'm not on the right. This is what it is. I'm not on the right page here. All right, here we go. Now I can find it. I'll find it now. I'm sorry. I will have it in a little while. Don't y'all go nowhere because I want y'all guys to see this. I want you guys to see this. And we're going to also show you some pictures of our, here we go right here. All right, let me, say pen, copy, edit, audience, turn on, move. Okay, let's just go ahead and pause. Let me show y'all this, and then we're gonna let y'all go. This is a part of the sneaker ball, what fun we had, and I just want y'all to see the fun that we had that day. All right, so here we go, sharing screen. Y'all let me know you can see it, and here we go.
I always end on a high note. Most important thing is community. You got to have people around you that not only care about their own health, but they care about your health too. If you surround yourself with people that they love to eat, they don't want to work out, what do you think is going to happen to you? Y'all going to be unhealthy together, right? So find some people. The biggest thing with E2M that makes us different is the community. When I ask y'all to raise your hands, I mean, think about it. This is a beautiful array of all types of people. Nobody knows your political affiliation, your religious beliefs, none of that. We're just here to be healthier, to celebrate health. Community is key. If you don't have people supporting you, being there for you along the way, it makes it so much easier for you to give up. And I'll tell y'all something that kind of, it breaks my heart because it's true. All the people that pull away from the group and they go into the shadows, they gain the weight back. Just facts. They had the community support. They had people cheering for them. They had accountability. And for whatever reason, they pulled away. And when they pull away and go back to all the behaviors, all the habits they had before. And so I'll tell you guys, I don't care what new thing you do, what new program or whatever's on the market now, whatever you do, the community of E2M is still beneficial to you. Because everybody only cares about you being healthy, right? And you look at that, man. Look around. It's your work, brother. Hey, man, I couldn't ask for a nicer event to come to and speak to. I couldn't ask for a more beautiful crowd of people. And I couldn't ask for a better friend. I appreciate you, brother.
All right. That's my guy, my friend, brother, Deacon Elder, Archbishop, Jeff Spoon. Now, that's CEO, creator of the E2M program. And like I said, I don't take it for granted that he took time out of his schedule to come and be with us a few weeks ago now. But yeah, it was a beautiful event. I really, really enjoyed it. And I want to say to everybody, go out and have fun. Go have fun. And don't let anyone else fun dictate your fun. I'm realizing that we all have different ways of analyzing, seeing things, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to forgiveness, when it comes to acceptance, when it comes to understanding, when it comes to the realization, I realize that we all see situations differently. We all understand situations differently. We all expect a particular outcome. But I say this: make sure, say like the preacher say, when you know that 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 you've done all that you can, and when you because a lot of times we make decisions based on other folks and not on your own merit. Just make sure that you know that you have no ill will or ill intent to hurt anybody's feelings or to be disrespectful to anybody. Because the thing is, understanding. Listen, two people can see the same thing, read the same sentence. Let's just go back to the scripture. We can read the same scripture, and I'm pretty sure we can have 40 sermons that talk about something totally different because we understand things differently. Another thing I realized that you have to respect the way a person feels or how they see a situation. The one thing I'm learning daily in life, it's not good to assume you know how somebody feels about something. You need to know. You need to get a clear understanding. And that's just life in general. Have a clear understanding or what the expectations was, out of this situation or this concern or this matter or this project we are working on. And I definitely learned this recently dealing with working with my committee for the ball. What particular thing is expected of me? What do you expect of me? What do you want out of me for this particular thing? You need to set clear understanding so nobody goes outside of the boundaries of what's to be done. Now, what I need to be done is this. What what is expected of you is exactly what we talked about. And that's it. I don't need you to go into this lane. I don't need you to go in that lane. I need you to just stay right down the middle. If I need your assistance in something else, then we'll get to that. And another thing, relationships, and I'm talking about friendships, even on jobs, even in homes, marriages, between parents, kids, family members, and grandparents, just in general. Relationships are so important for families, because what will happen is you will find out that we will walk around for years and years and years under not fully understanding why we haven't. And this would, I've seen this in a lot of families. Even had conversations with some people, they don't even really know why they don't have relationships like they did or used to back in the day. They most of them have forgotten about what they was upset about or what they disagreed upon. Or they just know that, well, my mom and dad ain't speak to them. My mom and them didn't like them, so we don't like them. I remember when I first moved back to South Carolina, when I got to Lower Richland, that was just a lot of the things that I heard. Well, yeah, we don't talk to them because of this. You know, whether this neighborhood against this neighborhood, don't even know why. We just know, well, back in the day, my mom and them, my dad and them had issues with them. You know. And for those of you who may know the area I'm from Columbia, but mainly Hopkins, South Carolina. And they can tell you it's just a lot of families, a lot of people that's between Hopkins and Eastover don't really talk just because of that. Oh, they from Hopkins, we don't mess with them. They from Eastover, we don't mess with them. And you know, a lot of churches are like that. Or they from Bethel, AME, or they from Center, we don't talk to them. They just, you know, such and such day pastor, so we don't, so you don't know nothing about the church, but you won't deal with the church just because of what, So until or unless you got your own understanding about something, about some things, just don't pass judgment and make sure you don't make a quick decision or an assumption on something. And this is another thing. The way you feel about something doesn't mean I have to feel that way. I don't have to convince you how I feel. You don't have to convince. All I ask is however I feel about it, then you respect my feelings, because I'm going to respect how you feel. I hate when it's a one-sided, I want you to understand where I'm coming from type thing. Because it makes the healing process or the understanding process or the moving on from that point process just that much more. I know you all had them. You had them coworkers. You can't tell them nothing. That's just the way they feel. They don't care. And it's like, yo, bro, sis, how you know? But it's just the way I feel. Well, you got to understand that the way you feel ain't the end all be all. We all will come to the decisions and things. And this is another thing. And I know I said I was going to go. Now, I had to realize this long time ago, especially when it comes with beef and disliking. Just because you don't like or you dislike somebody doesn't mean that I have to not like or dislike that person. Or just because I don't like somebody or whatever doesn't mean that you automatically don't have to like them or don't deal with them. Now, there are some when it comes to certain boundaries out, I won't push cross, because a lot of times, a lot of disagreement and I don't like them, and this is a situation for that, is basically between those two people. Good morning, Perlene. How you doing? Now you have to, yes, now don't get me wrong, that in perspective, certain things you have to say, well, listen, whatever y'all got going on, matter of fact, you don't even have to say it. You just understand, listen, what this person and that person have going on, I'm not gonna get in the middle of that. I just know that because as a friend, as a husband, as a wife, as a sister, a brother, as a family member, I know that y'all got some issues. I'm not going to interject myself in this situation. You ain't got to send them to hell. Oh no, well, my mom and them don't talk to you. No, you just hey, I'm just because a lot of, you have to analyze and you have to view and build your relationships on your own experience. But don't get me wrong. There are times, a lot of times, not just every now and again, there are times where you have to say, okay, well, let me just distance myself from this situation because I see it's an issue with my partner, it's an issue with my friend, it's an issue with my coworker and this other person. And you may not even have an issue with the person, but you have to be like, okay, let me, you almost have to, and this is where it gets tricky, where you find yourself almost straddling the fence. So you almost in the middle and don't even know you're in the middle. Or you put yourself in the middle trying to say, well, I know this situation can get rectified if I just get them to understand. You ever tried to make, or get two people in the same space where they can at least just have a conversation and you hoping they would just, be like, but a lot of times things just have to play themselves out. Some people will never be friends. Some people will never forgive some people. And sometimes that's just better. It's just better for all the way around. And you have to accept, I have to accept, we have to accept that you can't fix every situation. Every situation ain't meant to be fixed. Just like the parable about the wheat and the tares, right? Where the farmer knew if he was to go out there and try to separate the wheat from the tares before the proper time, that he was going to uproot the wheat with the tares. And then also there was certain things that you have to realize that we can't do. We have to leave it to our Heavenly Father and His angels. His angels have to do some of the things. We can't do it. A lot of times everybody think that they are a good problem solver at the end of the day. Everybody think that they can bring unity to anybody and to any situation. But a lot of times there are some things that God and His angels just have to handle. Some things have to be handled through time. I'm just going to ask everybody on here, anybody listening, just make sure that you don't spend or waste time in life being upset with people or situations about things, because a lot of times these folks have you nowhere on their mind. They don't even remember, or they don't know that they've done said thing to you. They don't. And then some people know and they just don't care. And you walk around avoiding them, or you walk around, instead of you walking straight down the aisle in church, you going around the backside of the church so you don't have to speak to Sister Sue or Brother Joe. You avoiding them. You giving them power over your life. When you see them, you get in an uproar. Your temperature start boiling. They don't even know you mad at them still. Whatever you got mad at them about, they don't know. They either don't know, don't care, or they done forgot about it. But you holding on to something. I always say this: don't let it be at a funeral where you could have said something to somebody, but you held a grudge for years and years. And remember, people make mistakes, and sometimes they make them more than once. But you holding a grudge, or you holding something that somebody did, you have to let some things go. You have to be able to say, hey, because the bottom line is listen, the scripture lets us know that we all have sinned and fallen short, whether you realize it or not. And let me let you know something, people. especially for you ones that like to point the finger. Sin is a sin is a sin. Wrong is a wrong is a wrong is a wrong. So you may consider your sin or your wrong not as big as mine or the next person, but it's still a sin. It's still wrong. It still ain't right. But I don't know. It don't matter. But yours wasn't as big as mine or as you, because sin, is a wrong, is a not right, is a not right. Yeah. People you mad at, people you upset about, when you see them, you your skin crawl, and they ain't got you to think on their mind. And another thing, before I get out of here, make sure that you allow people space to speak their mind and say what their feelings are, and respect what they're saying. Listen to them. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't. And listen, when you don't see it that way, just tell. Listen, I didn't see it that particular way. I wasn't thinking about, because a lot of times when you problem solve, when you have situation and you problem solving, a lot of times you ain't gonna get everybody involved in the situation in the same room, in the same conversation. And the problem you may think is solved on your end, and it ain't solved on the other end. Sometimes in problem solving, you listen, all you can do is the best that you can do to rectify the situation. But you ain't gonna make everybody happy. And listen, we all have different frames of mind, different frames of thinking. So we all come up with our own solutions that we ourselves think is the best solution. So you go do something in good faith, thinking everything's all right, and then somebody's disappointed, or you like, but I thought this was the right thing, and now this person don't understand, and they feel like this, and you right back in it. So I believe anything can be fixed if you want to be fixed. And I say this, just because you upset with somebody, or you don't like somebody, or you disagree with somebody, you can't have the same expectations for me, because and when I say me, I'm just speaking in general, or you, I can't expect that of you. Because there are some people listen, there are some people that I don't deal with, but I don't go tell nobody not to deal with them, because I know everybody have their own relationship and situations with people. But if you know the situation and you know how I feel, I still ask you to govern yourself accordingly. Listen, I ain't gonna ask nobody to avoid nobody. I ain't gonna ask nobody not to speak to nobody. I'm not gonna do none of that. And I think that we got to get to a place where, we talk about forgiveness and all this other stuff, but a lot of stuff just be, I like what this right here says. I gotta let me go back. I got an amen right there. I got a so true right here. And I love this right here. Just be honest with yourself. And if you had nothing but good intentions in situations, then it just is what it is. If you had good intentions with situations and you say to yourself, well, I didn't even, I didn't know you felt this strong about this situation, but because sometimes you can think that situations have worked themselves out, but you realize there be some stones that ain't been turned over yet. There's some stones that ain't turned over yet, and you will find out for sure. I thought this situation was okay, but these stones here, there's some stones that still ain't been turned over. But don't you get caught up in other people's not lifting the stone. But put it like this right here, and this is what, don't expect Don't expect me to handle or deal with the situation if you haven't handled it or tried to make the attempt to handle it yourself. You have to make the attempt. It ain't nobody on here mind readers. Nobody can read minds. You have to make the attempt to fix the situation. Because I'm like this. If you ask me to fix it, I'm going to fix it the way I think it should be fixed. I'm going to handle it the way I think it should be handled. You can't get mad or upset because this is the way I choose to handle it. When you put it in my hands, this is the way I'm going with it. When I put it in your hands, when I say, hey, I need you to do this, I need you to fix this, I can't get special if I say, listen, I don't care how you fix it, I just need you to fix it. Listen, I trust that you're going to get this situation done and fix it. Now, when you've done what you think need to be done, and the person is upset or mad or how you did, okay, well, you could have stepped in and you could have did this yourself, or we could have did this together. But listen, guys, let me get on up out of here. I got to go. I got to get ready for church. Got to have me a good time today. Going to fellowship. I pray that you all find yourself in somebody's church today. I hope this conversation, I hope this live was did you some type of justice. Please share the live. Let everybody know about Todd Meekins Let's Talk About It podcast. Yeah, don't have a whole lot of hoops to jump through. Don't have a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. Just some real conversation that I think we all need to have at one point or another. Well, my brothers and sisters, we're going to get out of here. I do love and appreciate y'all again. We'll see y'all next time right here at the Todd Meekins Let's Talk About It podcast, where we are liable to talk about anything, and we just might be talking about you. One love. It's your guy, Todd Meekins. I'll see y'all next time.